From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
Another night filled with gunfire in the city of Hazleton. Shots rang out on the north side, and now police are searching for the person who pulled the trigger. And police pulled a car over in one part of our viewing area and found a good amount of drugs. Now the driver is behind bars. Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. Well, residents who live near 3rd and Cybert Streets in the city of Hazleton were startled by the sound of gunfire in their neighborhood. News 13 was there as city cops and state troopers searched the area right around 8:30 Monday night. Those who live in the area near Most Precious Blood Church called 911 to say they heard at least 2 to 3 gunshots. Now, no one was hit with bullets, and no one reported any property damage. Police continue to investigate this latest incident of gunfire along a city street. If you know anything, you're asked to dial 911. A routine traffic stop in the city of Hazleton a few hours after shots were fired landed police a good amount of drugs. 26-year-old Manuel Blisden was behind the wheel of the car that was stopped just before 11 o'clock Monday night in the area of Cedar and Chestnut Streets. Once police finally got the car pulled over, a search revealed the driver had about 23 suspected grams of marijuana and a large amount of cash. Blisden now faces a number of drug charges, including possession of drugs with the intent to sell them. Police also slapped him with some traffic citations. Tonight, he is locked up in the county prison, unable to come up with enough bail money. A 17-year-old teenager helped a 21-year-old Hazleton man get away with some stolen electronics from Walmart. Troopers arrested the teen and 21-year-old Nelson Diaz for thieving the 40-inch LED television from the Hazel Township Walmart. The arrest was made early Monday morning around 3:30 a.m. We now know that there were 2 vehicles involved in a serious accident that happened along Interstate 81 near Butler Township last week. Troopers say this Chevy truck, driven by 40-year-old Chris Cantner, was traveling north on 81 when, for unknown reasons, the driver lost control. The truck rolled several times and landed in the right lane of travel. Now, the driver of the Mitsubishi Galant, a 44-year-old from Texas, could not stop in time and hit that pickup truck. Both men were seriously injured and taken to trauma centers. The accident happened in Rice Township just after 11 last Wednesday night. Now, we have heard reports that a tractor trailer actually clipped the back end of Cantner's pickup truck, which forced him to lose control, but the driver of that big rig did not stop. Troopers did not indicate any tractor trailer being involved in this accident. It's America's Night Out Against Crime. Today marks the 29th annual National Night Out, a time to let the bad guys know they are not welcome and to show unity amongst a community. That is exactly what is planned for tonight in West Hazleton. Members of the borough's Crime Watch group and other volunteers spent the morning setting up for the big event that is set to kick off in less than an hour at 5 p.m. Each year, West Hazleton's Crime Watch closes down 4th Street near the police station and fire department outside of the community center and invites all borough residents to enjoy food, fun, singing, a tricky tray auction, and much more. Police officers will be on hand to answer questions and educate the community on ways to prevent crime and how the general public can actually help in the fight against drugs and illegal activity. The fire department will also be showing off fire trucks for the kids and adults alike. The borough's Crime Watch is very active in the community and has been throwing a big party on National Night Out for years now. Again, the fun starts in just a bit at 5, and we are told it wraps up around 8 o'clock. Last year, more than 15 million people across the country participated in this national event, helping to take a bite out of crime and take back their streets. 42-year-old Brian Zimmerman of Music was struck by lightning and killed Sunday at the Pocono Raceway after a severe storm moved in quickly, bringing the Pennsylvania 400 race to an abrupt end. Zimmerman, a father of 3 and avid race fan, was one of 10 people struck by 2 separate bolts of lightning. Another man was in critical condition but survived. The other victims, we're told, were treated and released from area hospitals. Pocono Raceway announced today that the track has established the Pennsylvania 400 Memorial Fund to benefit the victims of the lightning strike tragedy. Donations will be accepted at any PNC branch or by mailing checks or money orders addressed to Pennsylvania 400 Memorial Fund to Pocono Raceway. Attention Pennsylvania 400 Memorial Fund, 1234 Long Pond Road in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. The zip code 18334. A 12-year-old girl was hurt Tuesday afternoon when she drove her bicycle into a moving car. Take a look at the dent her bike left on the passenger door of this Subaru. The driver of the vehicle, Angelo Casadas of Hazleton, was traveling east on 10th Street in the city. That's when the young girl slammed into the Subaru on her bike as she was coming down Hanover Court onto 10th Street. The girl suffered injuries to her elbow and knee and was complaining of back pain as well. Police tell News 13 it was the juvenile's fault. Coming up on News 13, State Representative Tara Toohill joined with her constituents for a coffee break to discuss the issues at hand. One of the big concerns amongst people of Greater Hazleton, welfare fraud. That story plus news from the north side, and an investigation is underway into a break-in at a local bar. But first, he knows more about local sports than most people, and he'll now be inducted into the Hazleton Area Sports Hall of Fame. More on our own Ron Marchetti's honor coming up. Good luck if you played the lottery this afternoon. Here are your winning numbers. Your daily number 731, Big 4 6875, Quinto 02778, and Treasure Hunt 1 16 17 24 25. Again, good luck.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town. The Fun Fest committee would like to announce that spaces are still available for the craft show. The craft show will be held Saturday and Sunday, September 8th and 9th, and the craft show is open only to crafters who make the items that they sell. All crafters are encouraged to bring holiday items. For more information, you can call 570-455-1509. And the Anthracite Apostles will be hosting a bike run to benefit the Helping Hand Society. The event will be held Saturday, August 18th. Registration begins at 9 a.m. at Perkins. The ride will leave around 11 a.m. and end at Quaker Steak and Lube in Bloomsburg with fun, food, games, bike, wash, and bands. For more information, you can call 570-762-2070. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Jewel Kissel of Hazleton. Mass will be held Thursday at 10 a.m. from the Transfiguration Church. Friends may call Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Linda A. Hissara of Mahanoy City. The Louis D. Truskowski Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Teresa Walter of Whitehaven. Private services will be held by the Lehman Family Funeral Home. Raymond W. Ruby, formerly of West Hazleton. Mass will be held Wednesday at 10 a.m. from the St. John Polish National Church. No public viewing is scheduled. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. And Patricia A. Yorey of Hazleton. Services will be held Thursday at 1:30 p.m. from the Calvary Cemetery. The Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilex Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for the second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-priced dinner menu for 2012. Remember, there's plenty of free gated parking in the Markle Building lot. Find us on the web at miasrestaurant.com or follow us on Facebook.
Well, today organizers from the Sunny Crest Memorial Golf Tournament came together to show off a great prize that one lucky golfer could walk away with, or should I say drive away with. This 2012 Corvette could be yours if you get a hole-in-one at the Sunny Crest Golf Tournament being held in just 2 weeks. This annual tournament raises money for the Helping Hand Society of Hazleton to help children with disabilities.
The tournament is held every year for the benefit of the Helping Hand Society. Over the course of the sponsorship by the Crest family, the tournament has raised over $250,000 for the Helping Hand Society.
And there is still time to get involved as a sponsor and also as a golfer. The tournament will be held August 18th at Sand Springs. For more information on the event, call 459-9901. All right, and joining me now is Ruth Wimsatt-Jones, and she is a dietitian, and she is here to we're bringing it all full circle now. We've been talking last week, we welcomed 2 guests from the YMCA and also Sorrento Gardens to talk about the overeating program, compulsive overeating program that was started between Ruth, Ed Payne from Sorrento Gardens, and Mary Jo Pencala at the YMYWCA. So we learned about Mary Jo's part of it. We learned about Ed's part of it with the counseling and kind of talking and debriefing the people who are going through the program. And now here comes your part of it, which is the diet part of it, the food part of it. So Ruth, welcome, number one.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me, basically let's kind of overview the program itself, the compulsive overeating program, and then your part of it.
Okay. So it's a 12-week program. In the beginning, each individual will meet with somebody from the Y, with somebody from Sorrento Gardens, and myself to do initial assessment. And then from there, we do 12 weeks of comprehensive education. At the Y, of course, they'll be exercising, but with myself and with Ed, we will be running support groups, classes, 1 class each week where we go over the components related to our field. So in my case, what I'm going to be getting into are things like healthy eating, menu planning, grocery shopping, making people realize that, you know what, diet doesn't have to be a 4-letter word.
Right. It can be fun and it can be tasty too.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be either or, that it's enjoyable. And I did make a comment about support group. That's on my mind as well, because we're also going to be adding, after that 12 weeks, it's important with our programming that people know there's ongoing contact and that there's support group. So we're there for you from the beginning and right on through well after it ends.
Right. And what makes this program unique is the fact that it is different than just a diet or working out. There's so much more involved in this.
Yeah, there's a lot more to why we eat, and hunger's only one of the reasons that we eat. It gets into, Ed will chat about trigger foods, certain foods that make people eat things that they, much like a drug, and it gets into healthy cooking and grocery shopping. It gets into what makes us tick. We all know that we should do certain things that are good for us, but why don't we? So we get into the root of that kind of thing, and then we're able to blend that, because education is power. Once you understand, gee, this is why I do or I don't do, and you can combine that with eating well and cooking and doing things in a fashion that works, that's economically friendly, user-friendly, because we're all busy and running, so it needs to work, it has to be realistic with your lifestyle and your budget. We factor all that in, and we're fun. We laugh, because humor is important. Life can be so hard, so you need to kind of relax and not feel like you're Martha Stewart and have to have everything just so. You don't, but you can still have it very pleasurable, and that's what we're about.
And it's very interesting. It's kind of as we described it last week, a holistic approach to weight loss.
Body, soul, and mind. So we're really connecting the whole person. I'm not just talking to their stomach. I'm talking to all of them. And we want to make sure we're taking care of your bones, your muscles, your health, your diabetic prevention, or treating diabetes if you have it. So we're really covering the whole person inside and out, and making them feel good about themselves and the decisions they make, and having the tools to do it.
And I used an example when I was talking with Mr. Payne on Friday, that when I become kind of upset and depressed over something, I eat. And that's something that you address through this in different ways, in different aspects. Well, I'm just using that as an example.
No, that's a perfect example, because that's one of my favorite lines. We eat for so many reasons, and hunger's only one of them. We eat because we're happy, we eat because we're sad, we eat because we're depressed, we eat because we're stressed, and as Ed said, because of triggering mechanisms in our brain. So we really delve into that. We really get into that from each of our expertise. And then with somebody working with you while you exercise, and somebody helping you get it why you choose to do or not to do, and then someone here to help you along the way to make healthy choices, but enjoyable and tasty and creative ways.
Basically, you can call the YMCA if you're interested in
call the
getting
YMCA,
involved.
and they will line you up. We will go through, screen everything, go through and set up appointments with each of you on a one-to-one basis, and then they'll factor right into our group classes. And real important for people to realize, we also make the groups go in a direction that people share with us that are important to them. So they're really, it's not cookie cutter approach, it's really a personal touch.
Which is very unique, very unique. And I know the pilot program went well. You had 9 people signed up, 8 people completed it.
Correct.
And all of them saw improvement in one area or more.
Or more, yes. Yes,
So
in fact, I had someone call me when I was still away this weekend and say, when is our support group,
That's great.
Can't wait.
That's
so
fantastic.
Yeah, they're in touch. I mean, we're that personal. They have our cell phones, they call us, it's fine.
That's
We're there for you.
Cool, very good. So if you're interested in this, all you have to do again is call the YMYWCA in Greater Hazelton. That number's on your screen, 455-2046, and they will get you the right information and get you hooked up with the group and who you need to talk to and go from there. And again, they did a pilot program. It's been successful already with the 8 people who followed through with it. So hopefully, if you choose to do it, it's successful for you too.
That's right.
All right, Ruth, thank you so much. Good luck with the event or with the program. And hopefully what I want to do is check in with you guys in a couple months and see how things are going with it.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
And again, thank you for having us, and we're very excited about this program.
Absolutely, it's an exciting program. It's
to it.
definitely a unique approach, and I think a lot of people might benefit from that.
Oh, great.
All right,
thank
thanks,
you.
Ruth.
All right, thank you so much.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
A picture perfect Tuesday. I'll get it out throughout our viewing area. Will the sunshine and blue skies stick with us Wednesday? Let's first check in with Mother Nature to see what she has planned for Schuylkill County. We'll see partly cloudy skies taking you through the rest of tonight. Pretty uneventful evening ahead, low down to 65. Now for your Wednesday, it will be mostly sunny skies. Slight chance of a thunderstorm rolling into the area on your Wednesday, 20% chance to be exact. 85 will be our high throughout most of Schuylkill County. And I'm sure some little ones were out on swing sets today enjoying the sunshine, just as this creative condition shows us tonight, courtesy of Grace Judice from the Valley Elementary School. Thank you, Grace, for the lovely artwork. I just love the blue birdie flying in the sky there. We'll check out your forecast for Greater Hazelton right now. Mostly clear skies with a low down to 63 degrees. And for your Wednesday, mostly sunny skies. It doesn't look like any sign of any thunderstorms coming our way in Greater Hazelton. Possibly Wednesday night, we could see a thunderstorm roll through and a high up to 81 during the day. Your forecast brought to you by Just Windows and much, much more. 636-1133 on First Street in Freeland. Better windows plus better installation equal Just Windows. You can stop by or you can visit online at justwindowsandmore.com. All right, stay with us. More local news is headed your way next. We check in with State Representative Tara Toohill, and we'll head to the north side where Freeland officials met Monday night. Plus, there's something new at one local golf course coming soon. News 13 was at today's groundbreaking in Drums. We'll be right back. Groundbreaking on a brand new wedding and banquet facility in Drums has many excited to celebrate. And even though the project has just begun, dozens of events have already been booked. An inside look right now.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazelton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hey again, everyone. Thanks so much for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Bazinski. 22 weddings have already been booked at a brand new facility taking shape on the grounds of one local country club, and not a single wall has even been put up yet. Word is quickly spreading about Sand Springs' new banquet and wedding facility celebrations that should be finished by January. News 13 stopping by the project's groundbreaking Tuesday morning. The 70 by 68-foot facility that will be attached to the clubhouse will feature cathedral ceilings, a master fireplace, a bridal suite, and seating for 300 people. General Manager John Shima says the new facility is very much anticipated.
Not only will it bring some business to Sand Springs, have another beautiful wedding facility for the area. This, I believe, will be the nicest and biggest facility we have in this area. It's also going to bring us another 25 to 30 jobs to the area. So we'll be hiring people starting around Christmas time this year.
And here is a sneak peek of the brand new bridal suite. This edition is inside the clubhouse and will provide a place for the bridal party to stay before the wedding. It's safe to say many celebrations will be happening right here at Sand Springs in the near future. Pet owners will be happy to hear that a popular pet store could move into the Greater Hazelton area soon. If all goes as planned, PetSmart will breathe new life into the former Hollywood Video storefront next to Wise in West Hazelton. According to today's edition of the Standard Speaker, the pet specialty retailer is eyeing the storefront, and PetSmart representatives have already submitted plans for interior demolition of the property, and officials have expressed an interest in tacking a 6,000 square foot addition onto the back of the building. West Hazelton officials say the firm has not yet applied for permits, but company representatives have indicated that construction could begin in September and finish in 2013. West Hazelton Mayor Frank Schmidt told the speaker that PetSmart representatives and borough officials have discussed the project for months now. Schmidt called the development good news for the borough, saying a new store would create jobs and revenue for the cash-strapped community. Make sure you pick up a copy of today's Standard Speaker to read more about PetSmart's possible move into West Hazelton, or check out www.standardspeaker.com. To the north side now, where council met Monday night. A short agenda for Freeland Borough Council, although members did give the go-ahead to hire another police officer. The goal in Freeland is to beef up the force as much as possible, and with the addition of another part-timer, that goal is being obtained. We talk with Council President Bob Quinn Jr.
We're going to continue to advertise for more officers. I believe our total head count right now is the 2 full-timers, the officer in charge, and 6 or 7 part-time officers. Also, as we announced in the past, we received another grant for $17,000 for approximately another 108 shifts. That's going to go towards enforcement of underage drinking and dangerous drinking over the next 6 to 9 months.
Also on the north side, council received 5 applications so far for the open assistant code officer position. Council will begin interviews for the position soon, and then will vote to hire someone at the next meeting set for August 23rd. And speaking of code enforcement, Freeland officials are reviewing Hazelton City's quality of life ordinance and plan on drafting one like it to be presented at that next meeting. State Representative Tara Toohill says it's a big issue, witnessed by many and making some angry. Welfare fraud happens daily and is becoming a big problem right here in Greater Hazelton. News 13 stopping by State Representative Toohill's legislative coffee break Tuesday morning in Hazel Township. These community members brought many key issues to the table, but making the top of the list, welfare fraud. Toohill says people are constantly reporting this problem to her.
People with multiple access cards, people buying large amounts of filet mignon and New York strip steaks and all sorts of things that other people could never afford. Hundreds and hundreds of dollars of meat and things like that on access cards. And the biggest thing is we need to have accountability. We need to have it be that, you know, if you really truly are needy, that you're getting just those items that you need, bread, milk, and eggs for your family, and not taking advantage of the system, because there has to be fairness and integrity. And it's no wonder that people are so angry when they see fraud going on in grocery stores.
Now, it is likely these products are then getting resold. Toohill is now working hard on welfare fraud issues and says a lot of cash assistance has already been cut off. While access cards hold more accountability, welfare fraud can still happen. It's important to report it if you see it by calling Toohill's office at 453-1344. Toohill says she will follow up with all reports to put a stop to welfare fraud. The Pennsylvania Department of Health is providing free potassium iodide, or Ki, tablets to Keystone State residents who live, work, or attend school within a 10-mile radius of one of the state's 5 nuclear power plants. The tablets can be taken during a public health emergency involving nuclear facilities. By taking the tablets, you can protect your thyroid gland against harmful radioactivity. But you should only take the tablets when directed to do so by state officials or the governor. This is video from the last time state officials were in Butler Township distributing the pills. You can pick up the tablets at the Butler Township Community Center on West Butler Drive between 3 and 7 p.m. on August 9th. Also at the Luzerne County Community College Public Safety Institute the same time and day. The closest plant to our area is the Susquehanna Steam Electric Station outside of Berwick. For more information, you can visit health.state.pa.us or call 1-877-PA-HEALTH. 4 65-milligram tablets will be provided to each adult. Smaller doses will be given to children based on their age. Individuals can pick up Ki tablets for other family members or those who are unable to pick them up on their own. Now, if you're unable to get the tablets during the August 9th distribution, you can pick them up anytime at county and municipal health departments or state health centers. Well, the police were called to a Hazleton bar this afternoon when workers found the place broken into. News 13 found police at Shaker's Bar along Broad Street in the city of Hazleton. Officers were dispatched to the bar for a reported burglary around 3 Tuesday afternoon. No word on what, if anything, was taken or how entry was gained inside the business. We are awaiting additional information from police as they continue to gather evidence and information. Keep it here on News 13. A look at your weather over the next few days is headed your way, plus how you can help honor the victims of Sunday's treacherous weather that hit the Pocono Raceway. But first, shots fired in the city of Hazleton last night, leaving many nearby residents startled. More on the investigation next. 42-year-old Brian Zimmerman of Music was struck by lightning and killed Sunday at the Pocono Raceway after a severe storm moved in quickly, bringing the Pennsylvania 400 to an abrupt end. Zimmerman, a father of 3 and avid race fan, was one of 10 people struck by 2 separate bolts of lightning. Another man was in critical condition but survived. The other victims were treated and released from hospitals. Pocono Raceway announced today that the track has established the Pennsylvania 400 Memorial Fund to benefit the victims of the lightning strike tragedy. Donations will be accepted at any PNC branch or by mailing checks or money orders addressed to Pennsylvania 400 Memorial Fund to the Pocono Raceway and put it in attention, Pennsylvania 400 Memorial Fund. The address is 1234 Long Pond Road in Long Pond, the zip code 18334. A 12-year-old girl was hurt Tuesday afternoon when she drove her bicycle into a moving car. Take a look at the dent the bike left on the passenger side door of this Subaru. The driver of that vehicle, Angelo Casatis of Hazleton. He was traveling east on 10th Street in the city. That's when the girl slammed into his Subaru on her bike as she was coming down Hanover Court onto 10th Street. The girl suffered injuries to her elbow and knee and was complaining of back pain. Police tell News 13 the juvenile was at fault. Residents who live near 3rd and Seibert Streets in the city of Hazleton were startled by the sound of gunfire in their neighborhood. News 13 was there as city cops and state troopers searched the area right around 8:30 Monday night. Those who live in the area near Most Precious Blood Church called 911 to say they heard at least 2 to 3 gunshots. Now, no one was hit with the bullets and no one reported any property damaged. Police continue to investigate this latest incident of gunfire along a city street. If you know anything, dial 911 immediately. Well, a routine traffic stop in the city of Hazleton a few hours after those shots were fired landed police a good amount of drugs. 26-year-old Manuel Blijden was behind the wheel of the car that was stopped just before 11 o'clock Monday night in the area of Cedar and Chestnut Streets. Once police finally got the car pulled over, a search revealed the driver had about 23 suspected grams of marijuana and a large amount of cash. Blijden now faces a number of drug-related charges, including possession of drugs with the intent to sell them. Police also slapped Blijden with some traffic citations. Tonight, he's locked up in the county prison, unable to come up with enough bail money. A picture-perfect Tuesday throughout our viewing area. Will the sunshine and blue skies stick with us Wednesday? Well, let's first check in with Mother Nature to see what she has planned for Schuylkill County. Tonight, we'll see partly cloudy skies with a low down to 65. Pretty uneventful evening for our Schuylkill County viewers. And your 4-day outlook goes like this. We see a chance of thunder and lightning right through the next 4 days ahead. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Friday, it's looking like it's going to be mostly cloudy skies and precipitation is going to be with us throughout the day, with showers and thunderstorms. And you can see by Friday, we are dipping down to the 70s. And look at that high on Saturday, only 73 degrees. And I'm sure some little ones were out on swing sets today enjoying the sunshine, just as this creative condition shows us tonight, courtesy of Grace Judice from the Valley Elementary School. Thank you to Grace for the lovely artwork. I absolutely just adore the blue birdie flying in the sky. Greater Hazleton's forecast starts out like this. For tonight, mostly clear skies with a low down to 63 degrees. Again, another uneventful evening. Here's your 4 days ahead. It looks like Wednesday during the day is going to be sunny skies, 81, chance of thunderstorms Wednesday night, and then that chance of thunder and lightning sticks around for your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It is only going to be in the 70s Thursday, Friday, and Saturday here in Greater Hazleton, and Friday is looking pretty much cloudy with rain. Your forecast brought to you by Valley High Drive-In. Route 93 West Hazleton. Stop by for some yummy ice cream, some slushies, a milkshake, and also great food as well. Coming up, one of News 13's very own will soon be inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame. We'll tell you who and where. Fred Barletta has all the details. Plus, senior students, helping senior citizens. The small gesture that brightened the day of many coming up.
Be sure to stop by the annual Festival of the Madonna del Monte this weekend at Most Precious Blood Church. Friday from 5 to 10 p.m., Saturday from 4 to 10 p.m., and Sunday from 3 to 8. Great homemade food including pizza, fried dough, potato cakes, soup, sandwiches, and more. Live entertainment all weekend plus a bounce house for the kiddos. And the annual procession leaves the church following Sunday's 10 a.m. Mass. Join us for a family fun weekend with good food and great friends.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, I got to play a little bit of baseball last night before the rains came in. Russ Kanzler, well, he was probably hoping the rain stayed away, so he got a couple more cracks, because here's the way it all went down. Take a look. Down in the Carolinas, rain halted this game after, in the 7th inning, actually. Durham winning at the time. It was an official game. They win 4-1. Kanzler 0-4 before the rains came, so as we said, he never got a chance to redeem himself there. Meanwhile, no rain last night in upstate New York. It was raining hits, baby, for the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre gang. You know, this is amazing. This team has been on the road from the beginning of the year, really haven't played a home game, and yet they're still in first place. And the team tracking them down, Pawtucket. Lehigh Valley did nothing to help the baby Yankees' cause. Pawtucket, 7-1 winners over Lehigh Valley. The schedule, well, we reshuffle the deck, at least half of it. Columbus at Durham. That one is the same. Portland, Akron. Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Rochester, and Buffalo, Lehigh Valley. They come in to start a series there. In the major leagues, well, the Yankees were in Detroit last night. That's about the most you could say. They'll be there again. Justin Verlander, well, he looked like Justin Verlander. Struck out 14. No Tiger pitcher struck out 14 Yankees since Jim Bunning did it back in the 1950s. Meanwhile, Toronto and Joe Madden hook up tonight at the Trop. Tampa Bay trying to keep pace with the Yankees and in that wild card race as well. The Phillies, well, they looked lifeless last night. They have the Braves, Pittsburgh and Arizona, the New York Mets, and Miami out at Citi Field. That's the way it's looking in Major League Baseball. And finally tonight, well, we got to give our kudos out to one of our colleagues. Of course, we're talking about the one and only Ron Marchetti. Ron Marchetti, it was announced, is going to be inducted into the Hazleton chapter of the Sports Hall of Fame, and he's a very deserving candidate there. He's going in on the Civic one, and I tell you, he could go in on just about anyone. He has been synonymous with athletics and sports in the greater Hazleton area, well, as long as I could remember anyway. And when it comes to certain things, as charting local historian aspects of athletics around here, Ronnie's the best. And trivia, well, forget about it. And if you've ever been to the Marcadium, well, that speaks for itself. But all of that aside, he's truly one of the best people I know that's ever lived in the Hazleton area. Ronnie, congratulations. All of us here at Channel 13 are proud of you. And personally, as a friend, it's been a very, very overdue and deserving honor. Congratulations. Hey, how hungry are you tonight? The most popular wing night in town is up at Bottlenecks. That's right. They've got the area's best wings, and every Tuesday, they're just $9.95 for all you can eat. All the delicious flavors. You can have as many as you like. You can't go wrong, and they are delicious. Up at Bottlenecks every Tuesday. They sponsor us not only on Tuesdays, but it's a great place.
What started out as a personal fundraiser has now bloomed into a class project. MMI Preparatory's class of 2013 not only brightening up local senior citizens, but giving back to the community in a big way. News 13 stopping by Providence Place in Drums this afternoon, where students delivered jars filled with beautiful fresh sunflowers. This senior citizen community was one of many which received the flowers as part of the class's Sunflower Project. And here's how it works.
As part of our fundraiser this year, what we did was we had people sponsor us and give us donations. In return for that donation, our class promised to donate jars of sunflowers to local senior centers, and Providence Place is one of the senior centers which we chose to donate to. And so this year, all the proceeds for our sunflower project are benefiting a charity known as Heifer International.
I love them. I hope I could grow them in my backyard. I don't know. I have a house with a lot of property around it, so maybe I can grow them. I don't know.
Well, I'll take them home and give them to my son to plant. He graduated from Ronnie.
The vibrant, strong sunflower is recognized worldwide for its beauty. This simple gesture from the class of 2013 brought a lot of joy to the senior citizens here at Providence Place. Look how pretty they are. Very nice project. That will do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Tuesday. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or simply go to News 13's website at ssptv.com. That's where you're going to find everything Greater Hazleton, Schuylkill County, and beyond. It's all just a click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. Good night.